But that doesn't mean there ain't a hell of a whole
Yeah, we're
lot
gonna
of
go.
pain to feel.
We got a couple hundred in the room right now.
But maybe today I don't push this away. I'ma go to my struggle, I'ma go to my pain, I'ma
Do
go
it,
to
yeah.
the anger of the override.
Yeah, you can do that. That looks great. Hey, you're live right now. We are live right now on volume.com, everybody. What an introduction. So we have Cody Qualls this week. Cody, I don't have any bio or anything, but I'm just going to run my mouth here a little bit. I think I met Cody with a great singer named Nina Story. Maybe we met that way, or maybe we met through this wonderful keyboard player named Adam Revell over here. But Cody is this phenomenal singer, one of the top singers in the state and the country, and he is in this group called Faith, which is an all a cappella band. And it's just an amazing band, and he's got a solo project, and I've been fortunate to be part of that before. And we're gonna jump into a tune here in a second, but I have to actually notify my followers that we are actually streaming. So Cody, just tell me about Faith for a second.
Yeah. Well, I'll go back to
yeah.
You are correct. We were playing a gig for Nina Story, who, if you haven't checked out Nina Story, is incredible.
Los Angeles based.
Yeah.
Incredible.
She's got Colorado roots, but she also is out in LA and has been doing that for many years. She's amazing. Check her out, Nina Story. You were playing in her group, and I had started to rub elbows with her, playing a couple shows, and then I just wanted to get some advice from her, because she had been doing the hustle a little longer than I, especially on the solo side of things. I sing a cappella group called Face Vocal Band, and she was kind enough to have me out for lunch or something when I was doing an EP out in LA with an incredible producer named Joey Barba, and
I've heard that name before.
yeah, he's good. He produced all that pop stuff, my first EP. Back and forth. You'll hear a ton of stuff he produced tonight, but he's amazing, Joey Barba. I believe he's in Nashville now with his lovely wife and family, so shout out to Joey Barba. But I also met Adam, I believe, at that same time, but I had heard Adam's name before because J.P. Manza was a producer, engineer at
Colorado Sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he and I grew up in a band called Kindred, and we'll actually be playing a Kindred tune later tonight. It's a rock band that I was in high school, and we played all over the state of Colorado from like the late 90s to the early aughts. Put almost a good decade into that project before we parted ways. And but yeah, we'll be playing a Kindred tune later. JP, the engineer at Colorado Sound, connecting all the dots here, had told me I was trying to do some solo work. He said, you know who you should get in touch with is this guy, Adam Revell. He's a really, really good piano player. He's amazing. So I think a year or so after that, I was still trying to put together my solo music. It's no easy task to find a group of people and a producer. And
No, it's not.
yeah, just get the ball rolling. I see this article in Westward that announces that Adam is one of the greatest piano players in Colorado.
He is.
He's bad. He's a bad mofo. So then I bumped into him with Nina, and I met Brian, and then I started doing my own solo stuff. Joey helped me produce this EP, and we started playing out a little bit more. And Brian, I was able to connect with Brian because of my connection with Nina. So it's all full circle. Only gratitude to all the players here tonight. Gratitude to Adam Revell. Gratitude to Brian McRae for creating this incredible opportunity here at volume.com/Wreckingroom.
That's it.
Yeah. And Kenny Martinez is here. This is my first time playing with Kenny, so thank you so much for jumping on. And then Justin Long over here, he's a long time, what I would call a new ancient. So it's Cody Qualls in the Brand New Ancients. When I play out, I do a thing called Cody Qualls and the Brand New Ancients. Adam has been a part of the Brand New Ancients for quite a while. And this is actually kind of a revival of the Brand New Ancients, if I do say so myself. I haven't dubbed it that up to this point, but Justin Long has been playing with me for as long as Adam has, and me and Justin, we are in the studio about once a week, cranking out new tracks. And,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Thursday afternoons, we go into the studio. I drive down to Denver, and we go in the studio, and we just show up, and we finish these tracks and putting them out, and just trying to get into this thing where The new industry thing is to, instead of dropping albums as much as to try to create singles that you can release every 4 weeks or so, to just try to continue the conversation with the support system, the fan base. I prefer to call it a support system, because fanatic is not really what I'm really trying to do with my music. Is really just try to create a community of good vibes. And so it's been a real pleasure in the past, over the pandemic, after mandates kind of eased up a little bit, we could actually get together and safety protocols and whatnot. Justin and I've been meeting regularly, and got Adam lined up to do some Christmas. We're gonna do some holiday tracks.
Nice.
We're gonna start working on that stuff.
Christmas.
So yeah, man, nothing like Christmas
you
for
gotta,
musicians.
You got to get those Christmas records done now.
Exactly.
We're behind the eight
late.
ball.
Yeah. August is late.
Well, should we play? This is a new track that is probably unreleased, right?
This first one, Back and Forth?
Yeah. Or
No, this one's
released.
been released. This is actually my biggest streamed song on Spotify. So almost 10,000 streams. So I'm
Nice.
I'm local, but I'm hustling. So hold on, let me get my hair in a hat here,
But a
because
world-class talent.
it gets out of control. All right. All right, this one's got a little more of an urban feel, so I got to get the headphone. I got to get the look going.
Yeah, you got to have the look going for sure.
Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Really appreciate it.
So this is Cody Qualls on volume.com from the Wreckingroom stage. If everyone has their microphones off, everybody in here, and we'll jump into this tune.
Can I just get the key? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've been trapped up here in my cage. I've been locked up here way too long. Allow me to speak frankly, son. Terrified child to sing my song. What if I were to disappoint you? What if I were to let you down? Come across as a counterfeit. What if I got a rep in town? But enough with looking out at your crowd. Kind of thing that just gets me down. Wave your microphone like your flag. Pick it up, man, and rep your town. And get on the dance floor and create a situation. The choice is exile or liberation. Move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Ooh, ooh. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Sons and I have 2 daughters. Is this the legacy that I leave to teach my children to teeter-totter? Is it really just black and white? Is the left and right all we've got? I compromised on my principles with this back and forth at the ballot box. Enough with looking out at your crowd. Kind of thing that just gets me down. Wave your microphone like your flag. Pick it up, man, and rep L-Town. And get on the dance floor and create a situation. The choice is exile or liberation. Move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Ooh, ooh. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Sunday it saved my soul. Yes. Ooh, back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya, move ya. Back and forth, back and forth. Move your body back and forth. Ooh, back and forth. Move your body back and forth.
Yeah, that was cool. We're getting the party emojis going on.
Nice.
Just for the record, our Pro Tools took a shit there, right, Randy? Okay, so if I want to piece the rest of this together, should we play it at the end of the track, or should we play the last choruses? Okay, so we're going to go from the last two choruses, because
Okay.
I'm going to piece this together, because our Pro Tools rig took a shit.
Okay, is this not live?
No, we're live.
Okay.
But later on, I'm going to snitch it together.
Okay, cool. So everybody's watching us do
Everybody's
this.
watching us do it.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right. I'm
This
not
is what
used-
really happens.
So I got to
Shit
put the
happens.
hat back on.
You got to put the hat back
Okay,
on.
hold on.
So you got to have the right look, and you know.
We are all watching.
See, they're all watching now. Okay, so
Okay,
here we go.
cool.
We're going into the last chorus. I'll count us
After the
on.
bridge?
Behind
After
the
the
scenes,
bridge,
I kind of
last
like
two
it though,
chorus.
because
Here
now
we
I
go.
don't have to feel.
See, they're all watching now. Okay, so
Okay,
here we go.
cool.
We're going into the last chorus. I'll count us
After
on.
the bridge?
Behind
After
the
the
scenes,
bridge,
I kind of
last
like
two
it though,
chorus.
because
Here
now
we
I
go.
don't have to feel
Right
like I got to
on.
be
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly.
That's good.
Nobody's perfect. Here we go.
Back and forth, move your body back and forth, move your, back and forth, move your body back and forth, ooh, back and forth, move your body back and forth, ooh, back and forth, move your body back and forth.
Just like that.
Awesome.
And just like that, you have 1,000 people watching.
We have 1,000 people watching us now, Cody.
Wow.
Don't get nervous.
1,000 people, 1,000 probably mostly new people.
Mostly new people too.
I'm sorry, that's 1,300.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, it just keeps
1,300
going up.
new people. Well, thank you so much for joining tonight. My name's Cody Qualls. I'm a Colorado kid, and just a pleasure to be here with you tonight. Thank you to the band for being here, and Brian McRae for creating this incredible opportunity here at volume.com/Wreckingroom.
Yep.
And, yeah.
And so if you guys just joined us, we are with Cody Qualls. He's this great, just incredible singer and songwriter. And we have the producer, and we have a bunch of guys in the room. We've never played this music before, except for one time through this afternoon. And we're going to play some of Cody's music from his last album. This next song is called Pick Your Head Up. But we're going to just talk tonight and hang out, and you're going to get to know all these people, and we're going to have some fun. So this next song, Pick Your Head Up, right?
Yeah, pick your head up. We just had some tacos.
We just had tacos, yeah.
It's like a taco party before the live stream, so pardon my...
We like the Mojo Taqueria here in Lyons, Colorado.
It's
So,
really good.
Yeah.
It's really actually superb.
So yeah, when I first heard this song, so I did play this song. I lied because I probably played this song with you 5 years ago
That's
at a
true.
CD release, and Adam and I probably did that together, right?
Yeah, we sure did.
At like
But-
Nieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Nieces.
Yeah.
That's right.
But this is it's just, this material is really, really fun, and you're such a great dynamic singer, and it's just really, really fun to do this stuff. So thanks for coming, and
Yeah.
let's give it a shot. Adam,
Sounds good.
all our mics off in here?
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cody Qualls. This is volume.com/Wreckingroom. This is called Pick Your Head Up.
We are so hard with who we are sometimes. Get caught up in it all. The doctors and the paramedics, they cannot revive me from the anxiety that's eating me alive. And there it was. My life was mine for me to feel. The only one who could take that chance was me. So pick your head up. It's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling the part of you that's fed up. See, I've got this judgment that I'm not enough. Oh yeah, and I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up. It's criminal things that you say to yourself. Words you'd speak to no one else. Pick your head up. It's criminal. Who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? So am I crossing accomplishments off a list of mine? Or am I searching for happiness ambition can't provide? Well, like fireflies, our lights can flicker in and out, and we're the only ones who can keep them lit. Oh yeah, keep your light lit, keep your light lit. Oh, pick your head up. It's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling the part of you that's fed up. See, I've got this judgment that I'm not enough. Oh yeah, and I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up. It's criminal things that you say to yourself, or would you speak to no one else? Pick your head up. It's criminal. Who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Cody Qualls. It's a pleasure to be with you here. I'm a little nervous. It's criminal things that you say to yourself, a word you'd speak to no one else. It's criminal, who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? It's criminal things that you say to yourself, a word you'd speak to no one else. It's criminal, you are the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail. It's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling the part of you that's fed up. See, I've got this judgment that I'm not enough. Oh yeah, and I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up. It's criminal things that you say to yourself, or would you speak to no one else? Pick your head up. It's criminal, who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail?
That one zips along really quick, doesn't it? I'd like another shot at that one at the end of the show. That would be really fun.
That sounds good.
We'll do an
it again.
outtake at the end of the show.
That's great.
That's a tough tune, man. It's got a bunch of starts and stops and all kinds of crazy stuff.
That's Joey. I punch the chords. I put together the tunes. I put the message into it. I write the melodies and stuff. And Joey comes in and he puts the legs in a lot of it. And that's one of the great things about playing with all these, all of you, is taking my songs that I play on the piano. I got a bunch of kids and running around my house and making these little tunes up, and then I get to come and work with Justin, Adam, Brian, Kenny, and all of a sudden these songs have legs, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really, really great. Speaking of people, maybe we should talk to Justin for just a second. Justin, can you turn your mic on? Little drum roll. Justin, we just met on the phone 2-3 days ago.
3 days ago, yeah.
And so I should turn off this annoying click track, shouldn't I? So you and Cody are working all the time, but so you're in the Denver area, and what do you do? You're a producer. You play all kinds of gigs. You're all over the place.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I work. I do performance coaching and artist development work at Performance High, which is a Denver-based vocal studio.
Cool.
Although with the online stuff, we've got students from New York and San Francisco and LA, and
wow.
Yeah, it's
There are also instrument lessons now. Remember
yeah.
that?
Sorry, and I teach some of those instrument lessons, so I should remember that. Yeah, Kenny also works at Performance High. Yeah,
And
teaches bass and keys and guitar and everything else.
the multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely is. And then most of my work is producing bands and artists. Cody and I, we got like 10 songs going. A couple of them, one came out that since we started doing it, and there's another one on the way, right?
Yes.
Together's on the way. Yeah, and then gigging, doing stuff like this.
Wow.
Yeah, this is day one of 5 gigs in 4 days.
Oh,
So.
man. We better get you through and get you out the door.
Yeah, and no, thank you for having us, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, thanks
digging
to
it.
Volume.com for helping us put this on and
Absolutely.
bring in great musicians. We just all met each other, and now we're playing this music, and hopefully we're doing it some justice, and we ate tacos together. So
yeah, right
we
on.
got that going for us.
Yeah.
So we have a tune called Our Block.
Yeah, me and Justin.
You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, Justin and I are working on this tune right now. It's actually a tune I started when I was like 15, just hanging out with a bunch of my crew around my old hood. I grew up in Louisville, Colorado, which at that time was pretty small. It was like 5,000 or 6,000 people. It's about 25-ish thousand, I think 20 plus. There's like another couple suburbs that kind of you block all into that area now. So it's grown quite a bit, but it used to have this this old town feel. There's still an old town in Louisville. It's just more suburban.
Well, it was voted like best place to live in the country for like 3 times in the last 10 years, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
And then it blew up after that.
Yeah, and then it blew up.
I was living there at the time, and Louisville got like crazy after that.
Yeah.
Expensive, and all these like Audis started driving down the street. You're like, what?
Yeah,
Where am I?
It's a little different flavor than what we grew up with.
Sure.
And change is change. I don't have any beef with it. It's just it's a different town, and it's still a lovely city. But most of us who grew up there, we don't live there anymore. We all moved to Erie and Thornton and whatnot. I live in Lafayette, which is right next to Louisville. So, still carved a little chunk out of. I was able to save up for 20 years and get a little home in Lafayette and Boulder County. So I still feel making music, and my wife's she's a dance teacher. She used to be a professional ballerina. So I feel really lucky that we have me and her carved a life out of music, and this song kind of speaks to that. Really, it really speaks to about being proud of where you're from, the people that have helped you create your dreams, and never forgetting those people. I think that's always been a really, really important thing to me. Is like, I just remember as a kid, always my best mentors would always be like, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the people who helped you up. And that this song literally speaks to that. Like there's a part in this song that talks about the DJ who gave me a mic when I was in 6th grade and getting picked on all the time in 6th grade. And it was a hell of a few years, man. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. This DJ gave me a microphone at the school dance because he knew I could sing, and I sang at the school dance, and that changed my life. I got to sing a song, and then all of a sudden I was that kid who could sing. And that gave me kind of a hall pass to not get thrown into the locker every day. So this song just speaks to our block, like where you're from, loving your peeps, giving them respect, and I got to put my hat on for this one because it's got a flavor. So,
all right, Cody's putting the hat on. He's got to adjust the cans.
What'd you say?
After this, we have some questions. So
Okay,
let's
well,
do this song, then we'll have
We're
questions.
going to play this
Sweet.
tune, and then we got some questions. Is that cool? All right,
Yeah,
this
that
is
sounds
our
great.
block, Cody Qualls. Everybody got the mics off? All right, I'll start it off.
I try to live the best life I can. I try to be a good person. And my wife jokes that I could be a better husband. So I asked her if she'd rather be my girlfriend. But that one didn't get me too far. But I was just clowning around. See, I'm in love with my boo. We got a couple kids now. Actually, we got like 4 kids. That's like a couple kids. Let's retake that. But that one didn't get me too far. But I was just clowning around. See, I'm in love with my boo. We got a bunch of kids now. But it reminds me of a song we used to sing back when we were just boys and acting so hardcore. We'd sing, yo, this is our block. So if you're spouting negativity or taking shots, take a walk on now. This is our block, where we're kind to our people with the way we talk. Come on, and we never recommend to take on the burdens of the world alone. Oh no, this is our block. No, 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 this is our block. No, 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 no. And by day, I'm a songwriting marketing man. I'm dope with a lyric and a bass hook. And I got this family plan to brand my family band. So I had to friend your mom on Facebook. But that joke never gets me too far, but I'm just clowning around. See, I'm in love with my boo. We got a bunch of kids now, but it reminds me of a song we used to sing back when we were just boys and acting so hardcore. We'd sing, yo, this is our block. So if you're spouting negativity or taking shots, take a walk. Oh, nah, this is our block, where we're kind to our people with the way we talk. Come on, and we never recommend to take on the burdens of the world alone. Oh, no, this is our block. No, 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 this is our block. No, 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 no. And now that we've arrived, I'd like to take a second to thank the Academy, my brothers and my mom and my dad, my wife and my children, my brothers and kindred, yeah, my boys and face and every teacher that I've ever had, the DJ who provided me a new microphone at the school dance and said, go ahead, grab it. It then became a habit and he leaned in and said, don't forget me, son, I'm proud to tell you, Eddie Rose, I haven't. And all I ever wanted was a place to call home, where there's unconditional love for me all the time. All I ever needed was a family to love. All I ever wanted was a tribe I could call mine. All I ever wanted was a place to call home, where there's unconditional love for me all the time. And all I ever needed was a family to love. All I ever wanted was a tribe I could call mine. Now this is our block, where we're kind to the people with the way we talk. And if you're spouting negativity or taking shots, take a walk. On now this is our block, and round here we never recommend to take on the burdens of the world alone. Ah, now this is our block.
Yeah, we made it.
That's fun.
We made it. That's the block that you grew up on. So I think we have questions from the voice of God.
That sounds good. I'm going to take this jacket off. It's a little, it's a little stuffy.
You can adjust the temperature in there if you want.
Oh, no, it's mostly just the way it feels. Like the temperature's fine.
Okay.
I just feel stuffy.
Awesome.
So we have a question from the chat from Vicky. She was really interested to learn more. Why a cappella? It's very unusual.
That's a good question.
Awesome. So I'll try to keep it brief. I was in this band. I actually talked about him in that last tune called Kindred. Always shout out to my boys in Kindred. It was my high school band. We were a rock group, kind of mid-90s, like Pearl Jam, Aerosmith, like some hip-hop. Like it was kind of an eclectic mix, but we were chasing a label deal. We had professional management by the time we were 16 or so, and we were playing, at that time, you had to get work permits, to play in bars. And so we were playing all the bars and venues in Colorado. There was no internet, so we were, putting up flyers all over the city and getting phone calls from the city like, you can't put flyers here. And we were just trying to figure out how to market this band. And so anyway, that band, eventually we got burned out to the point we decided to take a hiatus. And so I started waiting tables, and I lost my job at this breakfast restaurant I was working at called The Egg and I in Boulder, and because you have to be there like 5 a.m, and so I think it was like 24, 25. Anyway, enough days happened where I didn't quite make it at 5 a.m. Rolling at 6 a.m. So I lost my job, got fired, went down to the local street mall and would busk at the street mall, Pearl Street Mall in Boulder, which is famous around here, but I don't, wherever you're coming from.
It's kind of world famous.
Is it? Okay, cool. So I was singing on Pearl Street Mall Christmas carols because I lost my job in November, and I started making more money busking on the street mall than I did waiting tables, and so I just kept doing it. I got pneumonia a couple times, but I just kept doing it. And anyway, a couple months into the process, this guy walks down the street and he's like, "Hey, you got a great voice. We'd love you to come try out for this a cappella group we're starting." And I had done a cappella in high school and in middle school, and I was a voice major in college, so it wasn't really what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a rock star, but I just heard this voice.
You are a rock star.
Oh, I appreciate that, Brian.
In my mind,
you are
anyway.
too. I just heard this voice from my mom come in, and like it was like, you know, it might not be all your hopes and dreams, but get out there and do something, you know. So I was like, all right. So I went to this audition, and that audition turned into this group called Face Vocal Band, and oddly enough, that became the group that actually became the platform for me being here today. We started gigging out the a cappella group, and instead of like many other projects I had been a part of, people actually came to see the shows. We didn't have to market like crazy. Like people just, there was something going on with this group. And so we turned into instead of an a cappella group, we got one of the guys, the singers, became a beatboxer. And we sort of created like a rhythm and bass section, and we became sort of like a rock a cappella group. And that has afforded us the opportunities to, I mean, I've lived basically all my childhood dreams through this a cappella group. We've traveled all over Europe. We've been to Australia. We've been to Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were supposed to be in Singapore in 2020. We were going to make our debut in Asia, and then we were going to head to Carnegie Hall in 2020 as well. And then COVID came and kind of shut down the train. But it's okay because my fourth child, my daughter Cosette, was born during the pandemic. So honestly, now being at home during where at times I would have been on tour, now knowing what my wife would have had to do on her own, I can't really imagine that. Like it would have been a lot. So it's been, you know, COVID's been a weird, a funky gift in that way. But back to a cappella, your question, that's kind of how the whole thing started. Was this sort of mistake of joining this you know, this like, oh, I'll do this on the side while I figure out what I'm doing with my life, and it's become this vehicle of incredible connection. We've actually headlined Red Rocks Amphitheater. We're the first vocal group in history to ever headline Red Rocks. If you're familiar with Red Rocks, we've done it twice. We've raised a lot of money for music education. It's been a wild national television, all kinds of crazy stuff. So that's why a cappella. And I think that the secret, and I'm almost done talking here, the secret to the a cappella thing that I think makes Face work, or one of the secrets, is one, it's a bunch of good dudes, and two, it's none of us really are a cappella guys. We're not like, yeah, a cappella, doo-wop, all that. Like, all that's great, but that's not what we do. And so the vocal group has much more of a pop rock contemporary feel. And that's that. Vicky, thank you for the question.
Yeah, we watched some of that. I mean, I've seen you guys a little bit in the past, but Randy and I, our engineer in the other room, we watched a little bit last night, you know, and I was sending it around to some of the people at Volume, and it's just like, these guys are just ridiculous, amazing. I mean, just, you know, watching your little warm up to Red Rocks that you had online, to your stream that you did in 2020, in May of 2020. We watched that last night a little bit. I mean, you guys are absolutely amazing. So can someone put Face Vocal Band on the chat so that people can
facevocalband.com. We'll get you in touch with everything we do.
Facevocalband.com. Can someone put that in so people can check that out? Cool. Well, let's get into another song. This is a song that everybody should know. And if you don't know this song, there's something wrong with you. That's where we're going to leave it at. So this is Cody Qualls on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com. We're going to play a tune. Hopefully everybody knows. Mic's off.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and I sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. But nothing, I said nothing, can take away these blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I can put my arms around every girl I see. They only remind me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, boy, you better try and have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool because nothing compares to you. Justin Long on guitar. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? Because nothing compares to you. Said nothing compares to you. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
What a great song, and it's so nice to hear you sing it. It's really, really
Thanks,
awesome.
Brian. I
Awesome.
appreciate it. That one in the set. That one's I braced myself a little bit. One, because Prince, and then Sinead did such a great job with it too. I guess most people know that as the Sinead song, but it's really truly Prince's.
Yeah, I should check out the Prince version. Came out way later than the Sinead version.
Yeah.
And it's better.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Sinead.
Prince is, I mean, he's one of a kind.
Prince is Prince.
A huge influence of mine. But honestly, just being real, just trying to connect with all y'all out there at volume.com/Wreckingroom. Cody Qualls coming to you live with the New Ancients, Brian McRae, Kenny Martinez, Justin Long, and Adam Revell. Trying to keep it real. Whew, that one is like, I was like, am I going to mess this up? It's been a weird summer here in Colorado. And you know what? I know it's not just
Lots
Colorado.
of smoke.
Lots of smoke. And so the voice is like...
Can you tell us how does that affect you? You guys do this for a living. You're out there every week. You're singing your butts off.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with smoke. How do you deal with that?
I mean, right now, I just am so grateful. Like 3 weeks ago, it was like, or 2.5 weeks ago, it was rugged.
It was the worst place in the world for 2 days.
Really?
I played a gig outside one of those 2 days. Not that I'm singing, but we were the worst place in the world for a couple days about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
for air quality.
Worst air.
We almost can't. So I kind of a short story long now, I guess. I Face, the group I sing with, the a cappella group, we have a music academy. And so over COVID, what we sell choir programs. We sell community choir and trying to, create community. Well, choir is like the worst thing you could possibly like offer to the community in an airborne pandemic. So we were doing fitness on dance classes, and we were doing cooking classes and online like virtual choirs. But anyway, so that
you guys need a volume account. You can do all that stuff on there. Never mind. Go ahead.
We did that weekend when the smoke was so bad. We had our first in-person fitness dance class. It was called Fam Jam, and I actually was like, well, I can't make any money, touring. What am I going to do? I'll teach a fitness dance class. And so
wow.
Yeah, so we were so excited to have this in person. Like, we can get back together, we're gonna dance, and then it was so smoky that we had to move the class indoors. We thought we were gonna have to cancel, which I'm glad we didn't. But we moved it indoors. But back to the singing aspect of the smoke, it's been not. Some of my friends have been unaffected. I have really felt it. My voice is like generally pretty, stable, solid. I have good stamina. But a lot of water. I would say, Brian, is. Sleep in water, water is easier than sleep with 4 kids. So, but it's good times at home. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's just,
yeah, man, time with your family. That's great.
Yep.
I mean, make the best out of what we can.
Absolutely.
So we have another song because we are here to play music, right?
Yes.
So this next tune's called Good Vibes, and is this another one? Is this released or not released? Or
this was released through so it is not publicly released. We
okay,
released it
so you guys are getting an exclusive here on thevolume.com with
That's
Cody.
true. We released it through an experience. We did like a sign up for this EP experience, and instead of releasing the music to the public, and hear me through a positive lens, putting the music up on Spotify and basically kind of like, hey, we worked really hard on this music, we're putting it up. And it just kind of fades away.
Yeah.
Many months of writing and producing and work. We created up this experience where we invited people to sign up, and then we gave them the music personally, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then if you wanted to sign up for like the Cody Qualls Patreon platform, patreon.com/Cody Qualls, then you could get more music. And we created this much better, more intimate, like community building experience. And so it's not public yet, but it has been released through that experience. So this is Good Vibes.
Awesome. This is Cody Qualls on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com. You guys got your mics off? I just got to ask because I'm that guy. And we'll let you start off with the snaps when you're ready, right?
I got this good vibe feeling I picked up by the riverside. Good vibe feeling fine. So pick me up in your pickup truck. We'll paint this town with a little love. This good vibe feeling, oh yeah. I walked into a local store a couple weeks ago. I was looking for some brand new Nikes. Sadly, there weren't any discounts, there weren't any deals, just a sale on some tandem bikes. I jumped up on a futon, shouted, I gotta get my groove on if that didn't start right. Spatula sale, look out, we're gonna have ourselves a cookout while we're shaking with our bacon, set the place on fire. This good vibe feeling I picked up by the riverside. Good vibe feeling fine. So pick me up in your pickup truck. We'll paint this town with a little love. This good vibe feeling, oh yeah. Good vibes. I've got these good vibes. I've got these good vibes. I've got these good vibes. 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 I've got these good vibes. I popped into the library just the other day. Can't deny it was kinda quiet. And what unfolded next could be described as dangerous. Not suggesting that you should try it. I jumped up on a table, shouted my body's young and able. If that didn't start a riot, somebody shouted step out. We're gonna have ourselves a checkout. If I said it wasn't me, I might be lying. These good vibe feeling I picked up by the riverside. Good vibe feeling fine. So pick me up in your pickup truck. We'll paint this town with a little love. This good vibe feeling, oh yeah. Good vibes. I've got these good vibes. I've got these good vibes. I've got these good vibes. These good, 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 good vibes. I've got these good vibes. I got a vibe, I got a good vibe. This undeniable feeling, I'm glad to be alive. So go and tell the girls, to go and tell the guys, tell the neighborhood, tell the whole tribe that we gon' turn it up, yeah, we gon' get it right. And when we're all together, we don't have to pick a side tonight to catch a vibe, to catch a good vibe. To catch a good vibe. Good vibes. I got these good vibes. I got these good, good vibes. I've got these good vibes. These good, 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 good vibes. I've got these good vibes. Band good vibes. These good, 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 good vibes. Good vibes. These good, 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 good vibes. I've got these good vibes, good vibes.
Tight. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I gotta ask, did I mess that up? Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Did I cut it short?
You got it
No.
right. No.
All right,
You're the
cool.
singer. You always have it right, right?
All right.
Isn't that how that works?
I like to,
The singer always has it right.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Cody Qualls. It's nice to meet all of you tonight. Thanks to everybody in the room. It's
Yeah,
it's
we have
Randy
some-
and Pam, right?
We
And
have
Jesse
some
back there, right?
We have some folks over here that are. Yeah, there's some comments. People singing at home. Diane A.D. I don't know. You know who I am. Diane A.D. is her user.
Diane.
Um,
Maybe Diana. I know Diana Lee. There's Diana Lee Prime. Could be Diana Dolan. Diane.
There was a D Prime earlier.
D Prime. That's probably Diana Lee. I got some hardcore some supporters.
And Katie Girl.
Diana
also
Diana D. She said.
Diana D. Diana
Yeah.
Dolan. Yeah, that she helps run the Face Academy.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. It sounds like there's a bunch of my Patreon supporters out there tonight too. So thank you so much, not only for being here at volume.com/Wreckingroom with Brian McRae. I'm Cody Qualls, but also supporting on Cody Qualls, patreon.com/Cody Qualls. If you're enjoying the evening tonight and you want to become connected more with me and the platform that I am, my mission in the world, which is to create community through music and help people find purpose in their life the way that I feel like people have helped me find purpose in my life. Patreon.com/Cody Qualls is a platform where you can be closer to the music that I'm writing. We have like a Facebook group and events and stuff, and it really helps me get the music into the world. It helps me pay for production and helps me get charts made for the band and it's all that
Videos.
stuff. Yeah, so
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
yep, really important. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Can we talk to the bass player for a minute?
But usually the bass player doesn't talk.
Oh, I think Kenny talks.
Kenny talks.
Kenny talks.
I've seen it.
Sometimes.
All right, so we just met about 3 hours ago.
That's about right.
Yeah. And so where are you from? How long have you been in the area here? What kind of things do you do?
Oh, well.
Well, a lot of things, but
Yeah. I grew up in Colorado. I
Okay.
was born in Colorado Springs and stayed there until I moved to Denver to study music.
Where did you study?
At, DU for a little while.
Yeah, we know that we have some of those professors up here on volume.com, matter of
good.
fact.
So I moved to
Bijou
Denver.
Barbosa being one of them. You know
Oh,
you know
right.
Bijou?
Yeah, Bijou
Yeah.
wasn't around back when I was studying, and I'm sad about that.
Well, he's around. He's around.
Yeah. I've been in Denver this whole time since then. I've done a lot of playing in a lot of different contexts. More recently, and with longevity, I have a band called Avorneen.
How do you spell that?
Avourneen. It's an old Celtic word that means beloved.
Okay.
So that's a folk Irish trio. We play all around Colorado anytime the Irish fests are happening. And right before COVID hit, we sold out the Clock Tower with our CD release show.
Absolutely. We love the Clock Tower.
And then besides that, my other really big gig is my solo act where I loop bass. And
I want to learn more about this because we might have a little future here together. So tell us what you do there.
Sure. So I've got my bass, I've got one of the big 3-channel loopers and a handful of effects, and I like to pretend that I'm a DJ. No canned loops, it's all looped live in the moment.
Oh, wow.
And whether I'm covering songs and stringing together sets of covers, just instrumental, or playing my own original music, I'd like to transition as musically as possible from one idea to the next.
So when you're being a DJ, do you have like an Ableton thing, or what, or how are you're making the loops out of like smashing things and stuff and doing it all?
Yeah, historically it's been nothing but bass and effects pedals. So I'll emulate a kick, I'll emulate a snare. It's pretty basic as far as the percussion side goes, but recently I've been experimenting with throwing in one of those Korg Volca drum machines as an adjunct, and it's fun.
Nice. Well, I want to check that out. Where can we find that? Is there something online we can find that?
Sure. If you want to go the long but reliable way, I've got a website, Kenny KENNY MTZmusic.com.
Okay.
And you'll find links to my YouTube channel there. I say that because finding me on YouTube by any search parameter is really hard.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But most of my videos are on YouTube, so you can either go through my website to get there or my Facebook page. If you look up Music Uncertainty, you should find
I love that. Uncertainty. I like that. You're an improviser.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm one too. We'll talk about that later. But back to the scheduled program, because Cody's like sitting on the bench over there. He's like,
it's all good. I'm used to sharing with when you're in an a cappella group for your main gig. There's like 5 singers, so I'm used to like.
Right.
It's all good. I like it. A little downtime's great.
Yeah. Well, you're back in the focus now.
All right.
So we have a tune called "Fall Away," and that's a new tune, I guess.
Yeah, that one we haven't released publicly. I just it was part of the EP experience, the Good Vibes EP experience. Just shout out to my team for helping me put that together, particularly Tracy Jones, who really put together the Good Vibes experience for me. I have some part of my community that helps me get this music out. It's just such a team at these days, and I just want to say thank you. But this next tune, "Fall Away," is it's about my mom's transition into memory care. In 2019, my mom was formally diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and we had kind of seen the signs coming for a few years. But because we had never had that in the family, directly around us, we didn't pick up on it. I think as soon as looking back, it makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
So anyway, moving my mom into memory care was, we had her at home for a while. My dad was taking care of her, and then it kind of got to a place where she'd wander off, or the in-home care wasn't working, and so my dad finally made the decision to move her into memory care, because it was harder for the collective family to do it, and he was her caretaker. And so this song is about some real things that happened, like the day that I was taking that my mom, that I didn't know she was going to go to memory care. So but I had bought my dad tickets to see the Rolling Stones the last time they came through Denver, which I feel really fortunate now that we
went to that show and we got to see Charlie Watts.
It was really I feel really blessed now to be able to see the full lineup, right? And Nathaniel Rateliff opened up that show. It was an amazing show.
Another Denver artist.
Yeah, really amazing show. And anyway, so I bought my dad those tickets, and I'll be honest with you, it was a splurge for me. Like, it was like, I was like, I want to take my dad to see the Stones. I want to do that. And I was like, I'm never going to forget that. And I haven't. So I'm going to do this. And then, so that happened to be the day that my dad moved my mom into memory care. And so it was like, I found out halfway through the day, and then me and my dad got to get together and go to the Stones concert. So it was like, it felt divine to me. Like, we had this padding of a connection together, of a really funky day in the history of our my family of origin. So and this song is really just about letting go of what you thought was going to be your life, what you thought was going to be your relationship with your mom or whoever, and especially with the pandemic, then all of a sudden we couldn't see my mom because she was particularly, the elders were most affected early on, and so all the nursing homes and memory care, everything was shut down, and so at best we could go to her window, and be like 6 feet away in double masks, like waving to mom, and it was like this song. I just have to let it all fall away so that I can be whole in this thing. And we just shot the video for this last week. My mom was able to be a part of it.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, it was really good. And it's cool too. I'll end with this. I was really questioning whether I should have my mom be a part of the video. And I haven't really talked about this publicly, but because she's there sometimes and sometimes she's not. Sometimes she's not all the way there. And I thought, if she's not all the way there, is it right for me to have her in the video if she's not like a totally fully active participant? And we really searched it as a family, and we came to it's like, it's okay, we're creating a memory, we're spending time together, and that's important. So I kept telling her through the day, like, hey mom, thanks for being a part of this. Like, I really appreciate you being in this video. You're helping me express this feeling. You're helping me get music into the world, and that's who she always was to me. She the piano lessons, the voice lessons, the coming to my soccer games, coming to my choir concerts, all that. She was always there to support me in my creative endeavors, and I just kept thanking her through the day. And at one point, she just stopped me, and she's like, I know what we're doing here. Like kind of like, shut up, And like, it was awesome because I could, in a moment, in one of those moments, she was still there, to be able to like quit, like, stop with the padding, Cody. I'm still here. And so it was a gift. And this song is really special to me.
It's a heavy tune. I really love listening to it. And there's a lot of people on the chat that have family with Alzheimer's. They're speaking up a little bit.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
great. My hope is, and I didn't come to this until just a couple days ago, was, I was sharing this video with a couple people. I was telling them about my conflict. Like, should I have my mom? Like, what is this? And they were like, no, like this can maybe be a tool for people who are new to this or who are going through this.
Exactly.
And I thought, well, then that's everything I've ever wanted it to be, is we can create community through the music and joy, and we can also create community and common ground through our pain and suffering. And it doesn't mean we have to like indulge it or linger through it or stay stuck. It's just, it's real shit. Sorry.
No, that's real. Well, speaking of real, let's play this awesome tune. And everybody got the mics off? Okay.
Na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na, na 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 na, yeah. I got 3 chords that I play in 4. I got a picture of my mama on my piano. I know things got hard between us, ma. You were my first love, always my first love. I called home, yeah, to let you know I finally bought Dad tickets to see the Rolling Stones, and he told me your mama ain't coming home no more. I got a picture of you woman on my piano. Okay, I'm cool, I'm fine. It's all good, it's okay, I'm cool. It's alright, it's okay, I'ma let it fall away. 'Cause I don't have it in me to rebuild after this flood. And some might call it weakness, but for me I know it's courage. There's a difference between rolling over and surrender to your soul. Na, 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 yeah. Na, 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 yeah. Na, 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 yeah. I got a couple wounds and it feels like 4. I got 100 pounds upon my chest, it feels like more. I got 10,000 years of karmic momentum of walking out the garden. So pardon me if I don't pretend this is easy or fixed by half glass full positivity. I keep getting nudged to walk through that door. I see a picture of my mama on my piano. It's okay, I'm cool, now I'm fine. It's all good, it's okay, I'm
dying. It's alright, it's okay, I'ma let it fall away. 'Cause I don't have it in me to rebuild after this flood. And some might call it weakness, but for me I know it's courage. There's a difference between rolling over and surrender to your soul. Growing weaker from what I'm chasing in the wind, getting stronger in letting go. I've been losing power, trying to control everything, and in the end, this virus has been a cure. It's alright, it's okay, I'ma let it fall away. 'Cause I don't have it in me to rebuild after this flood. And some might call it weakness, but for me I know it's courage. There's a difference between rolling over and surrender to your soul. It's alright, it's okay, I'ma let it fall away. 'Cause I don't have it in me to rebuild after this war. And some might call it weakness, but for me I know it's courage. There's a difference between rolling over and surrender to your soul. It's alright, yeah, it's okay, I'm gonna let it fall away.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brian.
The people are just, the emojis, the crying emojis are coming up. Everyone's thanking you.
Oh, thank you
for doing that tune.
It's really such a pleasure to be, here now. Just to be able to sing for people, to get music out, to know that people are listening. Some of you, I'm guessing, are musicians, so you know how hard it is to connect, to get people to want to engage and listen. And so just know that if you're out there listening to this stuff, this is the first time we've ever connected. My name's Cody. I'd love to meet you someday. And that means the world to me that you would listen to my stuff and be here with us tonight with Adam, with Kenny, with Justin, and with Brian.
We have a comment from Kaya Kidd. She said she's going through the same thing with her mom. It's so hard. And she just said, I love this song, and you sing with your heart, and I love it so much. So
thanks, Kaya. I appreciate it.
Really.
Kaya Kidd.
Kaya
It's coming
Kidd,
out.
1961.
It's coming out on September 15th. Will be available on Spotify. So CodyQualls.com. You can sign up for the list, and we send out emails like once every week or once every couple weeks, just to kind of just stay in touch, and let you know what's going on. So.
All right. Well, let's do another tune, and then we want to talk to that guy over there with the surgical mask on.
I love it.
We have a tune called "Together," right?
This is brand new.
Is this the title track of whatever's coming out?
So this EP, I was gonna release this, I think, in the spring, but we shot it. We ended up teaming up with a corporation called All Health Network that picked up the tune and wanted to shoot a video for it to celebrate their community. This All Health Network, they create programs and space for mental health in the community of Denver, Colorado, and really incredible organization. And they said, hey, this song kind of speaks to our being able to get back into our buildings and working with each other. We get to come back together. And so they're going to use it for their big montage video in September, when the whole company is able to kind of connect through celebration. And so we decided we'd push it out a little sooner, but really beyond the use for the company AHN. Thank you so much for having the song together as a part of your project. It's really just, this song is just about not feeling alone in whether it's joy or whether it's struggle. This COVID thing, and I don't want to talk too much. God, we've all been going through that enough. But we all went through it together. There was I don't think I've ever been a part of anything that has touched everybody in such a way where it's man, we are one. We are maybe one in some rough stuff, But yeah, we're all going through it together. So yeah, we got each other. That's the vibe.
Awesome. Well, this is Cody Qualls on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com. Everybody get the mics off. Here we go.
All together in life. I thought about my life today. There were thunderstorms and fog all in my head. Yeah, I was stuck up in a muck until something moved inside me and it said, I know this past year has been one of the hardest that you've known, and many of us feel alone, nowhere to call our home, and what looks like a window has closed is just an open door, and we're all going through it together. Together. It's the moment that's such a treasure, when the faces around me are changing faster than the Colorado weather. When I was a younger soul with younger goals, I was strong and bold and full of destiny, in a different time, in a different world. Self-worth completely wrapped up in my individuality, but through the tug of war discovered we are tethered, and we're all going through together. It's the moment that's such a treasure, when the faces around me are changing faster than the Colorado weather. All together in life. All together in life. There's a shout out, a call out to my people. The struggle is real, the challenge is a vehicle. Have no doubt, not just a few but all people. The struggle is real, the challenge is a vehicle. This is a shout out, not just a few but all people. The struggle's real, the challenge is a vehicle to help me change the deal. Maybe it brings me to something real. Together. When this moment is all we ever have, the kindred is such a treasure. When these days that pass by are so temporary, our connection, it's forever. All together in life. All together in life. Together, when the moment is all we ever have, when the faces around me are changing faster than the Colorado weather. Together in life. When the days that pass by are temporary, our connection lasts forever.
That was awesome.
Man,
So, Mr. McRae, so we have to just say we have I would call a high tipper award.
We have a
to
high
Susan
tipper.
B. 1,000 amps.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
1,000
That's
amps.
incredible, Susan
And
B.
I also want to call out that Kayak Kid did disclose their ID is Sherry Cody.
Sherry Cody?
Sherry Cody.
Yeah. She was commenting on the
Oh, she's Kaya.
yeah, she's
Sherry
Kaya.
Cody, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah. There we go. Now everybody's head straight. Thank you so much, Susan. We have
It's good to hear from you, Sherry.
yeah. Thanks to everybody.
And
for
Susan
tuning
B, I know who you are. Appreciate it. So Patreon supporter Susan B, I appreciate it.
Well, we're going to talk to this keyboard player here real quick and try to keep going. So we're doing okay on time. This guy, can you get Adam on the camera there? Adam Revell is one of the revered musicians in the Denver and Colorado and wherever. He's this amazing musician, not only just in one style, he's in all the styles. You do jazz projects, you do arranging, you do all kinds of crazy stuff. You and I played together on some really fun like kind of jazzy hip hop stuff, and did we play with Nina Story, the singer songwriter, and
We sure did.
and a whole bunch of different stuff. Can you tell us real quickly? You've been in Louisville, Colorado for a while, and then you just moved to Arvada a couple of years ago. Is that right?
It was actually Lakewood. So
Lakewood,
yeah,
okay,
a little
just
south
a little
of
south.
that.
Yeah.
I've been in. I grew up in Colorado, and like Cody, just feel like it's really like my home. And I went to college here in Colorado, and
Where'd you go?
I went to CU Denver first. I was actually an
Uh-huh.
engineering student. I got
Okay.
a mechanical engineering degree, and then I thought, I'm almost done with my degree, but I really want to do music. So I just finished that up, and then I started doing music like before I was done, and I never went back. I forgot about all that math, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff anymore. But it's all right.
That's amazing. And then you were teaching for quite a while, like full time. And are
Mhm.
you still doing some of that, or I
I'm
know
still doing a little. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still doing a little teaching. I love teaching. It's
Mhm.
my heart. My students are so much fun, and I just get so much out of it. And I don't know if I would ever stop teaching, to be
Yeah.
honest, or
It
playing.
makes you better when you teach. For sure.
Yeah, it makes you honest. That's for sure. Like,
Mhm.
you
I
have you have to know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Well, thanks so much for coming. And what projects do you have going on that people can check out?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a
a
great,
million projects, but why don't you name
well,
a few?
most recently, I have a couple of projects. One is called Axel Foley, and we are a cover. We cover a little bit of like 80s kind of like synthesizer-based music, like the song Axel F, for example.
Mhm.
And then we do a lot of our own kind of like synthwave style, like music with synthesizers, and it's kind of like well, I don't know. We're playing tomorrow night at Dazzle, so just come check it out.
All
It's at
right,
10
Dazzle
o'clock.
downtown Denver.
Downtown
You guys
Denver.
are
Yeah.
the late show?
We got a late show at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that with
It's a big party.
Steve Longimo?
Yeah,
Langemo?
Steve Langemo, Heath Walton,
Right on.
and yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. And then my own quintet's playing at Dazzle a couple weeks after that at on the 15th, and that's like my own original music, and I would say it's in the jazz genre, but it's definitely not like all swing. It's like
Yeah.
all over the map. So
Awesome.
I have a lot of influences like R&B, rock, like jam bands. I used to love Fish. I used to love like all the hair bands in high school.
Nice.
I don't know. It's like all over the map.
The
so.
full package.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just at Dazzle last weekend, I think.
Ah.
and yeah, it's great.
It's cool.
But-
Yeah, it's a good place to listen
Yeah.
to shows, and you get right up and close to the artists. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are around Denver area, go see Adam at Dazzle. When is it?
Tomorrow night, it's
Tomorrow
with
night.
Axel Foley on the 15th. It's with my group. Yeah.
Okay.
15th of September.
Awesome. All right. Well, we should probably play another song, and I requested this song. This wasn't on the set list originally.
Right.
The Pain, and
Yeah.
and we played this years ago when you put this record out, and I was just like, well, how come he doesn't have this on the set list? Like we got to play this song.
Because it's high.
That's why. And you were concerned about that.
I was
right?
concerned about the smoke, yeah, and just the amount of shows with the smoke has been rough. But you know what? We're gonna do it. I hope this is some of my pop stuff. But so I put on my pop look.
You got to put it on.
If my head, if this headset, I'm sorry, I'm a little self-conscious here because I can't see what I look like on the screen.
Oh,
It's just,
you look really good.
okay.
Yeah.
If this headset
Cody,
looks funky,
Do you want to go out next weekend?
my headset fell off, man.
Yeah, no, he
That's
wants to go out
That's what
next
happens when
Yeah.
Adam makes me weak in the knees.
weekend. Exactly. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, you're getting good comments from the from everybody on the styling. That's
Okay,
going
cool.
on
Yeah, if
here,
this looks
so.
goofy, you can let me know. My community, my Colorado community, my supporters, they're honest with me, and I appreciate that. So if it looks funky,
Steph said it's fashion.
It's
so
fa- it's fashion. That's like when your mom's like, it's unique.
It's something.
It's something. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not nothing.
It's a start.
All right. Well, this tune's called The Pain. This is Cody Qualls on volume.com/Wreckingroom stage. And hope you guys like it. Mic's off? Yeah.
dangerous disease. I get so obsessed, I get so distressed, making myself small, looking out at the rest. Leaves little room for rest. You see, a competition vibration motivating me has got a weight up upon my chest. And I'm tired, I'm tired. We all learn it when we're young not to drop the ball. I've been pushing this way since I was very small. We learned if we do, we could lose it all. So you learn to push past what you feel, till you're waking up 8-9 days a week with your back up against the wall. And I'm tired, I'm tired. But maybe today I don't push this away. I'ma go to my struggle, I'ma go to my pain, I'ma go to the anger of the override. You can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. And the pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. And the pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. And ain't nothing been troubling you more than your family wounds. Ain't nothing been fucking with you more than your own brother hating you. But he hates himself. Yes, I know the deal. But that doesn't mean there ain't a hell a whole lot of pain to feel. Maybe today I don't push this away. I'ma go to my struggle, I'ma go to my pain, I'ma go to the anger of the override. You can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. And the pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. And the pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. I'm done frontin', it's been a long marathon, a summer running. Maybe I've been pushing away some things I haven't wanted to say. It's been a long time coming, I'm done frontin'. It's been a long marathon, a summer running. Maybe I've been pushing away some things I haven't wanted to say. And the pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. The pain, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. You can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, you can try to numb it, there's nowhere to hide. Go to the pain, go to the pain, I'ma go to the pain if I have to say it over and over again.
Still love that song.
Thanks, man.
I'm glad we requested it.
Yeah, it's fun. Hold on one second here.
For sure.
It's fun to do. It's fun. There's some for me. There's a lot of new stuff. A lot of first time getting to do a lot of this stuff, which is
Absolutely.
great. But also pretty challenging, some of this stuff for me. So it's it's easy to pick the easy stuff, and it's more fulfilling to step up and take a risk. So thanks for being a part of it with me, y'all.
Oh man, this is great.
Forgive me for my sins.
Everybody, I mean, all you guys, we just walked into here and we just play this stuff down.
Yeah, Cody, your music, it's full of all these like pearls of wisdom. Like if you listen to the lyrics of that, that's like some like ancient philosophy or something.
Thanks,
Good.
Adam.
Yeah. I like think about the lyrics of that when I'm like actually in pain. Like, oh yeah, what would Cody say?
You can get bracelets at What Would Cody Say?
Right.
WWCS.
At patreon.com, right?
That's right.
The bracelets are coming out soon, you guys. So, yeah,
We're
everybody.
getting a request.
Okay.
Request.
From Cody from Volume to join Volume.
Oh, people,
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
we'll get
They love you,
we'll
Cody.
we'll get Cody on, and the bracelets will be coming.
Yeah,
on
I'm
Volume.
curious to learn more about the volume, thevolume.com, because this experience from top to bottom that Brian and Volume have created for the artist walking in the door, this is world class here. I mean, the studio is world class. Brian built this studio with his bare hands.
I hired some people, but I sweated.
Okay,
I
well-
fell off a ladder and like got a concussion, so I did do something.
Well, anyway, it's awesome.
That counts.
Brian's been in the local scene for a long time, and I felt grateful to rub elbows with him when I was able to a few years back, and to watch him, on Facebook kind of build this studio, and then to see where it's gone, and just a lot of people would get into what he's created here about maybe like 10%. They'd be like, I think I'm just gonna go record with this guy down the street. And this is just a world-class studio up here in Lyons, Colorado, and volume.com for the support that the cameras, the mics, like everything, and the way to feel respected when we walk in. It's just such a blessing. So Volume, count on Cody Qualls joining. I'll join tonight. And everybody else here, grab a friend, join volume.com.
Yeah.
Awesome,
And you'll be able to follow Cody, and he can come on, and anytime any of us can join up, and we can stream from our place, blah, 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 and have a fan club and do all that kind
We're
of
going
stuff.
to do it. We're going to
So
do
we'll
it
talk about that.
volume.com.
Yeah.
We will do a stream.
Awesome. We're looking forward to that. So we have another tune, Show Me Your Moves. This is also off that EP, right? That was from
Joey Barber produced.
Yeah. I think he actually produced one of Buckstein's records.
He did. He produced that Grizzly Rose song.
Yes. So we were talking about him 2 weeks ago here on Volume. He was on with his band, and his name came up. So.
Yeah, so Joey was in Tickle Me Pink, which was a big group out of Colorado in the early aughts, like mid-aughts. And so they were, major label, Big Machine, I think was the label they were under. So, but yeah, then he kind of became a staple producer here in Colorado, and then moved out to L.A., and I followed him out there, and now he's out in Nashville. We got a couple songs actually on the shelf right now. We'll see if they ever come out. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do this at 120 because we don't want to play too fast. This was the one when we were like,
slowed it down just a little.
Oh man, this is a little fast. So all right. So everyone, thank you so much for watching Cody Qualls on Volume.com, and we're gonna jump into another song. And mics are off, I assume. And thanks everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
I'll count us in.
Was kids in the family room, we'd pass the time. Cause when you're 7 and 8 years old, you can't go clubbing on a Saturday night. The Joneses down the road, they play the board games and the cards. But at our house there's a party I could hardly wait to start. See, sis would disco and mom would twist low, and I would push the shopping cart, daddy would walk that country line. We play a game where the whole was greater than the sum of its parts. Show me your moves, I'll show you mine. So don't hold your cards so close to yourself, cause I ain't here to compete with you, now I'm here to help. Grind your groove till you're feeling fine. Take your time till you're out of time, and show me your moves and I'll show you mine. Show me. Kids get older, don't you know? You're young and you're feeling in your prime. But when you're 18 in the dorm rooms, you can't go clubbing on a Saturday night. So you turn up your stereo, oh yeah, but the radio ain't right. You're gonna rock out, pull the stops out, cause the jam just gotta be tight. So grab your mic and feel like a titan, and your roommate plays guitar, moves around your lyric line. The group has flavor that's so much greater than the sum of its parts. Show me your moves, I'll show you mine. So don't hold your cards
egg beater. They call that the fancy pants. And if y'all don't like fancy pants, well that's cool. Y'all can stay home and just wear your knickers. It's a pajama party line dance, hold down in your brand new, brand name, real shit kicker. So go and get your boots. If you're on a mission to competition, I'm wishing that you cut it loose. Shake it, make it rain. Shake it till there's so much sunshine on the dance floor. It's good for the game. Show me. Show me your love. So don't hold your cards so close to yourself. 'Cause I need to compete with you. Now I'm here to help. Grind your groove till you're feeling fine. Take your time till you're out of time. And show me your moves and I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. So don't hold your cards so close to yourself. 'Cause I'm here to compete with you. Now I'm here to help. And we welcome all beginners. 'Cause in this game we're all winners. So show me your moves and I'll show you mine.
I love the fall off there. I could never do that. I'm not going to start.
You just did.
We're not going to have the drummers sing tonight. That's not going to happen. That was just a great pop tune. That's really, really fun. Who else? We got we have the Simon Cowell clapping. So they have a bunch of these emojis. and they have like Simon Cowell, going woo, and so part of volume.com is you can, if you hit the colon button, then you type in something, a mood, and then an emoji will pop up. And if you like that emoji and you want to send it, then you press the send button. So that's how all these things happen. So all you people out there, you press the colon button first, and then you can choose some kind of emoji.
But to do that, you do need to sign up.
But you got to sign up to do that. Yeah.
It's a free account. And you can follow, too, and find out when Wreckingroom's playing another time. Sign up, join, it's fun.
Yeah, Wreckingroom. Brian, you doing these like once every week or
Kind
so?
of once a week. It just kind of depends on how busy things get. And they might be with it could be with a DJ. It could be with a DJ in New York. There's a volume artist that that I'll sometimes stream with live, and he's in New York and I'm here. We've had, country. We've had Kyle Hollingsworth band,
From
jam
String Cheese,
band
right? He's
from
from
String
String
Cheese.
Cheese,
We had Andy Falco from the String Dusters.
Oh, right,
which is
wow.
he was in here. He had a solo record, and
Did he come through when the festival was here?
yeah, he played, and so he came here in the afternoon.
Lyons
and
has Lyons, Colorado, where we're at right now, is right up against. It's in the foothills of Colorado, and they have
Yeah.
this big folk festival.
Yeah, the Rocky Grass, and then they had folks, and so it's really cool. We're getting just different people coming through here, and we get to have this experience, and it's been great. So
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks.
I've been getting out my Rolodex.
Yeah, and you had Rob Drabkin up
We
here.
had Rob Drabkin. We had
Lots of great
lots
people.
of different folks coming through. So it's great.
Rob Drabkin, if you're interested, if you always want, everybody out there's wanting to check out great musicians. Rob Drabkin is amazing songwriter, great voice, just a good dude from Colorado. So just check his stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Matter of fact, I was trying to get him to watch tonight. Robert, if you're on, you should chime in a little bit.
He's a busy guy. That dude gigs.
He is a busy guy.
gigs,
He's
man.
a busy guy, and he's got a new puppy. So we talked about his new puppy. on
That's
the show.
great. I've seen him on social.
Okay, so we have an oldie but goodie, right?
Yeah. So this is a mashup of two classics that are like I think though these songs are the kind of songs that like people they fall in love with these songs and then you're not to touch or mess with them because they've already sort of achieved a level of what is considered perfection and like people's they live in a heart space for people, so like don't redo these songs because it can't possibly get any better, so don't do it.
Aren't we doing that?
And so that's why I wanted to preface this with I took a risk and took two of those kind of songs and put them together, leaving the most potential ever to just destroy people's original love for them. And I think we did it all right. Justin and I recorded this tune in It turned out we actually started it I think over 3 years ago, and then we worked with it, and then we bailed on it because it was I don't know, it wasn't clicking, and then over COVID, it's just started clicking again, and so we released it. It was the first single that we released on the Good Vibes EP experience, and it's people have loved it. I've sold more copies of this single than I have of any other single ever.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we earned it, man. What was this, the 10th version we did or something? Yeah, we did it 10 different ways.
Yeah, and it's it came to be. So this is a mashup of Unchained Melody, and then I'll leave the other one for you to taste.
All right.
And I'll be honest with you folks, if I can get through this song, I feel like I'll be able to relax.
All right, so this is it. This is the last little hump here. This is the last little part of the race.
Then everything, you got some great tunes, but nothing that's going to stress me out.
All right. Well, let's go for it. Mic's off, everybody, and
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? His mind on nothing else. Trade the world for the good thing he's found. If she is bad, he can't see it. She can do no wrong. Turn his back on his best friend if he put her down. Well, this man
all right, we're getting the oh my God, Cody. Thanks, everybody. This is Cody Qualls on, and we're getting the nailed it. Nailed it.
Thanks.
That was beautiful. Do we go to this next one after that? or do we just keep moving along?
There's an elephant in the room, folks. I'm gonna talk about this so Brian doesn't have to.
Okay.
So the next song we're gonna do, you maybe just had a good experience. I know for me, I feel like the last song went as good as I would like it to. It is a couple mistakes for me, but that's internal. I just always judging, the performance. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it. The next song we're gonna do is a classic. It's different than these songs that people have a certain heart space for. This song maybe has a different kind of space for a lot of people, but for me, it has a very special space. And so we're gonna do the song. I don't want you to leave. So can you promise me that you won't leave if I'm gonna tell you? Before I tell you. So we're gonna do "Achy Breaky Heart." Now wait.
Ouch.
We're gonna do we changed it up. We've got a new arrangement of it. It's a little hipper, I think. And but I want to just tell you why we're gonna do "Achy Breaky Heart." I have learned to love this song over the years, and I remember when I first heard it, I was 12 years old. I was in Indiana with my family on vacation for the summer, and my mom loved it. And so as a 12-year-old, I was obliged to hate it because it was country, and it was like I hated it. So anyway, fast forward to like my early 30s, and I hear this song, and I've forgotten about it. I heard it on the radio or something. I thought, "Achy Breaky Heart, I haven't heard this song in forever. What is this? Oh my gosh, I forgot this song existed." So for the next 4 days, I couldn't get the song out of my head. Like it just stuck with me. So I'm a songwriter, right? And so I was telling myself I hated this song, but I couldn't get it out of my head, and it just hit me. I was like, I really feel like that says something to the songwriting of this song. This mystery of a song that you don't like, but the power that it has to get into your psyche and affect you on the day-to-day. I just thought that was magic, and I love the idea of that. So I went and dived into it. I started to play it. And then I found out it was only 2 chords. And I thought to myself, man, whether you love it or hate it, it makes you feel something, right? And that's just good songwriting. And so in honor of whatever this thing is we call "Achy Breaky Heart," we're going to play it for you tonight.
Awesome. Let's give it a shot.
It's got a new feel.
We're gonna prince it up a little bit.
Prince it up.
All right.
That's right.
Microphones off. Everybody good?
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. You can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms to go back to the farm. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. You can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more, oh Lord. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. Ooh-wee. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he mightn't blow up, he mightn't blow up. Now you can tell your ma I moved to Arkansas. You can tell your dog to bite my leg. Or tell your cousin Cliff, his fist can tell my lip he never really liked me anyway. Or tell your Aunt Louise, hell, anything you please, myself already knows I'm not okay. You can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind, it might be walking out on me today, oh Lord. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he mightn't blow up, he mightn't blow up. Now we gon' do a dance, so some friends is a must. So I called up my neighbor man, he brought a whole truck. We's about to slap hands, then Ramona showed up. She said, Ramona don't want Corona, turn out and toe touch. So we hippie dipped, then with fists we rolled up. Then we all came together, man, as we rolled our shoulders. Now I came to dance and sing, and if you're not gonna do your part, if you're not into working together, don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he mightn't blow, he mightn't blow. Ladies and gentlemen, the brand new Ancients.
I love the little bass moment at the end. That was awesome. Thanks, Kenny.
I'm just curious, people in the comments, did we change your mind? Did you like it?
Yeah, so if you guys like Achy Breaky Heart now, can you guys
this
please...
version. We don't have to. We don't want to qualify. Do you like
right.
this
She
version?
liked it. She did a tip. So
Vicky
yeah.
tipped us on
Vicky,
it, so yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thanks, Vicky.
Susan B's joining back up again.
Susan B, thank you, Susan B. Now, is that Susan B?
I think that's someone you know.
Susan B. Anthony?
No.
I'm just messing with you. Susan B, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Katie
it was
said-
Susan C for a while, the Condor family, who's been very supportive. But Susan B, let me know. Susan B, let me know your last name.
And we're getting...
Oh, Susan Botmologist. Botmologist. I'm so sorry. I know I just butchered that. Yes, Susan. Tell Gabe I said what's up. I'm terrible, and I just butchered your last name. It's because
It happens.
I'm a ignorant
It
American.
happens. It happens. So we've got one, and then I would love to do the little redo if we could do on the other one. And then, can we do that? Is that too much? Are you going to hang in there or no?
I'm saying we have two, right? We have.
Well, we have.
Yeah, he wants to do two, and then he wants. What was the one?
I was hoping to do Pick Your Head Up again, but we'll see if we get to
No,
that.
we can do it. We can do
Okay,
it. I'm
cool.
just saying. I thought we had two left
You're
on
right,
the
right.
list.
We have Lightning and Focus on your rap game.
Yeah.
You are correct. I am wrong.
You want to do them both? Are you guys feeling them both?
Well, we're feeling it. I mean, if
Okay,
people are
cool, man. I'm
watching,
happy.
people are having a good time. Is everybody hanging? We still
How
got
many,
good.
how many
We're
folks
good.
are here,
There's still a
Jesse?
bunch
How
of,
many
like-
folks are
We
still?
get about like over 600. who
Okay,
have been
cool.
Over
hanging
600
strong
people
and
hanging
watching.
strong. Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with Cody
Yeah.
and the brand new Ancients and the whole crew, and Jesse and Pam
Randy.
in the
Yep.
in the room running shop.
Yeah, Randy's running shop, serious shop for sure.
So,
Randy's so great. He comes up here the night before, and he and I worked out here 4 hours last night. And that was already set up from last week, but it still takes a lot of time to set these things up, set up cameras. We had some new microphones we were trying out, all kinds of stuff. And then he works all day from here because he can work remotely. And then he comes out here at 3:30, and he's out here helping us. So Randy's a jewel.
thank you, Randy.
We love Randy.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing, man.
Thank you, Pam.
really
Thank
does.
you, Jesse.
All right, so let's get on with Lightning here, huh?
Yeah, Lightning is a love tune that was written. We wrote this, me and my band Kindred, when I was like 16 or 17, and it's just one of those ones that's just stayed in my repertoire for a long time.
Oh, Sherry said she's your bud from Whole Foods and
Oh,
Sprouts.
Cherie.
Cherie. Oh, sorry, Cherie.
No worries.
Sorry.
No, I thought her name was Sherry for a
Yeah.
long time too, but it's Cherie.
All right.
Yeah, she corrected me. Yeah, Cherie has been my buddy. I think she works at Sprouts now, but she used to work at Whole Foods, and I think she's also maybe worked at Vitamin Cottage too. She's like hops around the.
She works the circuit.
She works
Yeah.
the health foods store circuit. So yeah, Cherie, what's up? Thank you for the support. So yeah, what were you gonna say? Justin had something to say.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if Mateo. Is this Mateo on
Yeah,
guitar?
Mateo.
wrote this?
Yeah, from Global Sound Academy.
Dude, the most Mateo guitar part possible, dude. I knew it was him, man. When I started learning it, I was like, that's gotta be Tay.
Yeah. Mateo's my good homie from Kindred. He runs it's cool because I run a music school. We help Face with our music school, and he runs his own music school down in Broomfield called Global Sound Academy. I think that's right, Global Sound.
Yeah, I work up there once, twice a month. We do some of the teen bands. that he
Yeah,
does.
he's got
Yeah.
teen bands. It's like a school of rock, but really great teachers. Really just, my dude has really followed through with his mission. And so anyway, interesting story. The guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy who produced this track also produced the Isaac, Isaacoff, Gregory Alan
Gregory
Isaacoff.
Alan Isaacoff, yeah.
Records
Was
at
Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
Medford?
It was totally Jamie. Yeah,
No,
yeah. He
wow.
produced this track, and I found out later that he produced the Gregory Alan Isaacoff record that was made at Global Sound. So a little bit of history there. If y'all not familiar with Gregory Alan Isaacoff, another local dude who's
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah,
Killed
he's,
it, yeah.
he's big time.
Yeah,
you know.
for
Yeah,
sure.
we saw. He just played up here in Lyons, and we just. I just was over there and watched them the other night when the Folksfest. They
Yeah.
headline,
I believe it.
and yeah, it was great to see them again.
Man,
All right,
This is
Shout out
called
to Jamie
Lightning.
too.
mic's off.
Get on, girl. Yes. Rising sun. It's exciting from the start. I gotta put my sunglasses on. You lightning. I gotta guard my heart from this pain. The fickle sun, confused eclipse. It's light, it's dark. It grabs my heart and it pulls me near to you, my lightning bolt. But lightning doesn't Now I fall for you like this rain, and girl, it's fairly frightening. Said, are you gonna be my rainbow after the storm? Or are you just like lightning, like lightning? 'Cause I can't take the pain. The fickle sun, confused eclipse. It's light, it's dark. It grabs my heart and it pulls me near to you, my lightning bolt. But lightning doesn't make. And as the flash fades away into the throes of a tornado, I want you to know whatever weather we've endeavored together, it ain't never been a weather to me that we would endure, we would grow pure. 'Cause we've got the stuff to make this garden grow. The fickle sun, confused eclipse. It's light, it's dark. It grabs my heart and it pulls me near to you, my lightning bolt. But lightning don't and lightning won't, 'cause lightning doesn't make. The grass can grow, lightning doesn't, my heart so get on, girl. I wanna find the sun and have another one.
gorgeous.
Thanks. I want to dedicate that one to my wife. I haven't.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't given her the proper.
Your
due.
wonderful wife.
My wonderful
Can
wife.
we talk about your wonderful wife?
I have not, and I need to. I need
to
to take a moment and just say, I've said thank you to a lot of people, all these people here in the studio, all the supporters on Volume.com, all the supporters at Patreon. But my wife, without my wife, man, wouldn't be here today. It's literally helped me save my life in some really dark times in my life. And I guess I can open up a little bit about this. I went through a really long struggle with drug and alcohol addiction, and my wife was there through the thick and thin of it and stuck by my side. And this last song we did, Lightning, just talks about these things in life, really love, like a love where you have a charge with somebody or something that you feel attracted to, but the things that are really important are the things that endure, and that love has endured, and she has been the greatest friend I've ever had. And I want to just say it's been kind of real, because we wrote this song, or surreal, we wrote this song when we were 16, and at the end it says, I want to find the sun and have another one and maybe a daughter too. And that was the same line we wrote when we were 16. And now I have a son, I then had another one, and then maybe a daughter, and then I had two. So
unbelievable.
Yeah, kind of cool, right? I don't want to make it more than what it is, but it's pretty cool. So that song goes out to my wife, Marlena Qualls. You are the best.
She's the best.
The best.
All right. That's awesome. Can we get some applause out there in Volume Land?
Woohoo!
All right.
Clap, clap, clap.
Well, we need some emoji applause. That's what we need. So we have, this is the last tune scheduled, and this is a swing tune. You guys made a swing tune hip. How did you guys do that?
Well,
Jesse and I are big fans of Michael Bublé, and I feel like this has that kind of motion to it. It's got that big band kind of sound.
I don't know. I was out for a jog. I used to live in this town called Superior, right outside of Louisville, and I was out for a jog in the field, and I was listening to Lil Wayne, because he was just. I try to listen to the Spotify Top 50 to just stay hip with whatever's going on, whether I like it or not. I just kind of want to know what the vibe is. Mm-hmm. And Lil Wayne was rapping. This was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, and it was like, I gotta focus on my rap game, and I was like, I just bursted out laughing, like, focus on your rap game. That's really funny. And so I started kicking around that idea of, like, I've always loved hip hop and rap ever since I was a kid, and my management when I was a teenager was like, no, don't rap. You should just sing, because it wasn't cool for a little white suburban kid to rap at that time. And so anyway, I kind of put that idea of focus on your rap game, I kind of put it over to the side, and I was tinkering on the piano one day, and I was just playing with that, and then I noticed it had a swing feel, and I don't usually write in a swing feel, and so to me that was a cue, like, oh, you should keep this because it sounds different than anything else you've done. And so I kind of, produced out a demo, and then I flew out to LA, and Joey helped me finish it. And I don't know, man, it just sort of took on this like 40s, like quasi 40s, like swing feel. So it's definitely not Michael Bublé. That dude is a bad mo.
Yeah,
that
he is a bad mo.
That guy is like, he is a musician's musician. He is bad. But this is a rap song that I think you'll like.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right, well, we're going to get going on this. This is... I can't even remember your name. Cody Qualls on the Wreckingroom channel on
so
Volume.com.
memorable here on.
It's so memorable. That was really bad.
Yeah, that's all good, man.
But we're going to focus on a rap game now with everybody. Everybody's mics off, so Cody's going to rap us out here. Here we go.
Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Cody Qualls. Volume.com/Wreckingroom. Huge shout out to all y'all. Light a flame for the ones you love. Light another for the connection you share. Speak the truth of your condition. I'm tired of seeing all my people suffering. I got a call from my homie who's in the prison and types. He's like, my days and my nights are under fluorescent lights. But it's the cubicle walls, man, that'll drive you insane. So I told him, hang it up and focus on your rap game. It ain't about the bling bling. Hey, too long, man. It's time to focus on the rap game. That's my jam. That's my song. It feels so right, you know we couldn't be wrong. And your rap game is anything, from the hobbyist novelist to the Padawan Jedi seeker of the inner eye.
song to my friendies like, what are you fooling in? The only outcome is people trying, who is the hooligan? And normally I'd agree, but I'm going under the pseudonym of MC taking the Macarena and making it cool again. Light a flame for the ones you love. Light another for the connection you share. Unshackle and break these chains. I gotta hang it up and focus on my rap game. We've been distracted for too long, man. It's time to focus on the rap thing. That's my jam. Yeah, that's my song. It feels so right, you know we couldn't be wrong. And your rap game is anything, from the hobbyist novelist to the Padawan Jedi seeker of the inner eye. The samurai, go and know your ninja name. Go and do your inner thing and focus on your rap game. I've tried to conform myself to this world. Sometimes the fit's not there. In trying to squeeze inside this box, I've realized that I'm just served you up the second course of the chorus, and I'm loving the sound, but we can't just keep repeating it, so I'm breaking it down. We should know each other better. Come on, pull up a chair. We'll dive deeper into these lyrics, man, and how we got there. The deepest respect to all of those who have come before us, the artists, the magic they taught us, the styles that they brought us. But there's this doubt from within me, this unconventional delivery is gimmicky. The chemistry's like oil and water, but I can't listen to nada. I jaw acapella with fellas so stellar, we gelled it with rock and melted your face. I grew up in a grunge band with parents who listened to Motown. Result is a man that has many tastes. The only thing that's for certain, when no one's looking behind the curtain, amongst us writing and working and bumping the bass. And I've come to be sure, the only gimmick that limits me is denying it. I'm not vying, I'm owning the space, cause I'm a dancer, a singer, a father, a teacher, a multi-dimensional human being, tired of running the race. So rush and get your bucket list, we're first, the first and last thing. Go and get it, man. Focus on your rap game. It ain't about the bling bling. We've been distracted for too long, man. It's time to focus on the rap thing. That's my jam. Yeah, that's my song. It feels so right, you know it couldn't be wrong. And your rap game is anything, from the hobbyist novelist to the Padawan Jedi seeker of the inner eye. Of the samurai, go and know your ninja name. Go and do your inner thing and focus on your rap game. Light a flame for the ones you love. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Light another for the connection you share. Yeah, oh yeah. And go and laugh it up, man. I suppose it's all a joke until you bought my track, man. You gotta hang it up and focus on your rap game.
Nice job, guys. So I do have to point out we have a very special guest in the chat tonight.
Oh my God! Wait,
really?
drum roll.
Who is it?
I texted God reached out and got Mr. Rob Drapkin.
Rob
in the
Drapkin.
chat. He is listening.
Hey, Rob.
Rob Drapkin's in the chat, everybody.
Rob Drapkin. Check out his live stream that you guys did on volume.com. Amazing. This dude is inspirational. He has done amazing things on Spotify. As a Denver artist, I just look at what he is, the global audience he has created from, essentially his bedroom and all the gigs that he did. This dude gigs.
The hardest working guy.
Man, he sets the bar.
Yeah.
We've gotten to play a show together, and we played a show. He played a show with Face.
I was on that gig, I think.
Were you?
Yeah, in Boulder or somewhere like that hotel.
Oh no, he did that one. I wasn't in the.
Oh,
I was
you
not
weren't in
there
it
for
then.
that one. He
Oh.
played another one where we were at the what's that amphitheater in Denver? It's like
Levitt Pavilion.
Levitt. We
Oh
played
yeah,
Levitt.
I didn't do that. But
He was
did, yeah.
He was coming out. He was gonna do an acoustic set before the show, and it rained, and the show got canceled, and we didn't play. But Rob Drapkin put on his guitar and went out into the wet
into the
grass
mud. Yeah, into
and
the mosh
played
pit.
for people under a tarp. And just won their hearts. And this is just an example of this dude, and a reason why you should check out his past live stream and all of his music on Spotify. And Rob, if you're listening, man, I hope you're doing well, and hope to rub elbows with you again.
Absolutely. Take care of that dog.
Yeah, that's right. It's a husky, right?
No, Rob, what kind of dog do you have?
It's
Can you guys
It's a
put it
Great
in?
Pyrenees.
Great Pyrenees. Thank you.
So it is a husky.
He's going to be a
I'm just
100-pound dog.
He's going to be 100 pounds. So Rob's going to have to work pretty hard to pay for that dog, Rob. So everybody, can you guys get on Rob Drapkin's volume page and tip him just because of the dog?
Yeah,
Because he's going to need it. So we're going to play you off because we're over time here, which is not a problem here on volume.com. But we are going to play. We're going to do a mulligan. on Pick Your Head Up because it's such a
Mulligan.
crazy tune.
Nice.
You know. But just to end everything, thanks everybody for listening. This is Cody Qualls. If you don't know Cody Qualls, you should check out the band Face. And how do you check out Face?
So facevocalband.com.
Facevocalband.com. These guys are unbelievable.
Thanks,
just
man.
totally unbelievable. And then we have Cody Qualls.
CodyQualls.com or Patreon/Cody Qualls or Patreon.com/Cody Qualls. And those are all ways that you can get connected, sign up for the list, or become a supporter. We have a Facebook group, highly engaged with my community, sharing new stuff, asking you, like, do you like this new song? What do you think about this? Like, do you like this video version or this video version? Like, it's truly a community.
They get to help you create what's going to be the final
absolutely.
thing.
It's really cool. We do voting and we talk, and I do live streams and questions, and and the cool thing is I think I'm going to check out this volume.com so I can do more of this too, because this is a great platform, world class. Thank you so much, Brian, for having us all out.
Great to have all you guys. Justin, awesome work. Really, really, really nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you, man. You were killing me all night, dude.
It's really, really fun. I mean,
fun.
This is great to meet people, play gig with them here, and expose everybody to Volume. Adam, awesome work.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Work. And Kenny, man, killing it. It's really, really great. Hope maybe we'll have you back and we can do a little jam together or something.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Cool. Well, everybody, this is we're going to wrap it up. If you like what you heard, please follow Wreckingroom. You just press the follow button. And we will see you, I don't know, sometime coming up soon. This is Pick Your Head Up by Cody Qualls on Volume.com, Wreckingroom stage.
Things that you say to yourself are words you'd speak to no one else. We are so hard with who we are sometimes. Get caught up in it all. The doctors and the paramedics, they cannot revive me from the anxiety that's eating me alive. And there it was, my life was mine for me to feel. The only one who could take that chance was me. So pick your head up, it's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling a part of you that's fed up. See, I've got this judgment that I'm not enough. Oh yeah, I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up, it's criminal things that you say to yourself or words you'd speak to no one else. Pick your head up, it's criminal. Who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? Every mountain and every hill I climb, more appear through the fog. So am I crossing accomplishments off a list of mine? And am I searching for happiness ambition can't provide? Well, like fireflies, our lights can flicker in and out, and we're the only ones who can keep them lit. Oh yeah, keep your light lit, keep your light lit. Oh, pick your head up, it's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling a part of you. It's fed up. See, I've got this judgment that I'm not enough. Oh yeah, and I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up, it's criminal things that you say to yourself or words you'd speak to no one else. Pick your head up, it's criminal. Who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? Thanks for tuning in. It's Cody Qualls on volume.com/Wreckingroom. Brand new ancients. We'll break this down. Adam Revell on keys, Brian McRae on drums, Justin Long on guitar, Kenny Martinez on bass. Here we go. It's criminal things that you say to yourself, a word you'd speak to no one else. This criminal, criminal, who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail? It's criminal, criminal things that you say to yourself, a word you'd speak to no one else. It's criminal, criminal, you are the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail. It's criminal what you can do to yourself when you're not feeling the part of you that's fed up. See, I got this judgment that I'm not enough, oh yeah, and I'm sick and tired of being not enough. So pick your head up. It's criminal, criminal things that you say to yourself, a word you'd speak to no one else. Pick your head up. It's criminal, criminal, who is the villain who's killing you, keeping you locked in jail?
All right. Thanks, everybody, for checking us out on volume.com. Cody Qualls again. We will see you next time. I'm going to send you guys over to some unsuspecting streamer on Volume. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.